I feel that. I feel that. So let me ask you, man. Let me ask you a quick question, man. How did you get started in this?
Um, and stuff, but I never really thought about, starting my own line because, I want a lot of things, but I got into like some trouble with like, um, my car and stuff. So after that, I just figured out, it's time for me to grow up and stuff. So I just like looked into it, and then pretty much I just wanted to try it out, and I just started finding like a lot of connections with people to start my line,
So
and then
basically,
that's
you
just pretty much
saying
how
your
it happened.
so basically you saying your car broke down and you was like, you know what, I want to start a clothing line.
No, it was I had got into a like a car scene, like with like sports cars and stuff,
Right.
and I was doing a lot of stupid stuff like staying out late at night, not being really responsible. So um, I finally realized, like I'm just wasting my time. I need to like do something, So I wasn't working at the time, so I just decided, it's time for me to try something different. So I just wanted to look into clothes. I always wanted to be, entrepreneur, so I wanted to see how it would be and how I can start it. And I just kind of like moved over. It sounds weird, but I just kind of like moved over just like that from it.
Right. Right. So when did you smart start Smooth Life and realistically, like, how'd you come up with the name?
I started it this year in January. Um, me and my grandpa were, watching, basketball games and stuff, and pretty much he, called my name and asked for me to help him. And I looked back and, he was having a stroke. And I've never had nothing like that happen to me before. So it just kind of like, messed me up. So when I would go see him at the hospital, he was on like life support, and they put him in a medical induced coma. So the only thing I would see would be, like the lifeline and stuff like that. And the name came from, that, and also just how I would like to live. I've always been smooth. I've never been, a crazy kid or crazy guy or anything like that. I've always just been real chill and laid back. So I think the name Smooth is just pretty much what represents me. And so life, is this, everybody wants to live a smooth life. Nobody wants to have it rough,
Right.
And
Right.
that's just where it came from pretty much. And then I just kind of went with it. I mean, I went through a lot of different names, but that name has just stuck with me. And I just woke up one morning and said, that's the name I'm going to use.
Mm, interesting. So now, what are some of your inspirations to some of the designs that you come up with? Like,
Um, I just like pretty much what I do. I just kind of sit down and I look at other designers. Um, a lot of designers do a lot of the same things, and I just kind of wanted to be a little different. And so I just tried to, I don't know, I just thought of different ways to write the name and just wanted to be different. I don't really have too
right.
many things I would say that inspire me. It's just kind of myself. And the motivation from, like I said, from when my grandpa, got sick and stuff like that. But other than that, like I just kind of think of a lot of things by myself.
Right, right. And then let me ask you this: like, let's say somebody wanted to get into this. I mean, what advice would you have for them?
It's actually really cool. Like, I mean, if you're gonna get into it, of course, always do your hardest. Don't slack off on something that that can make your career. But it's really crazy. You meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of upcoming artists, upcoming fashion designers, or you meet fashion designers who already made it. And it's a cool experience. And there's so many different shows and events that the average person wouldn't even think to go to or even know about.
Right, right,
But so it's like when you get into the scene, it's really cool. It can be a little stressful because at first you feel like you have to get your name out there, and that's the hardest part. But after that, I mean, it kind of goes like runs like butter pretty much. So once you just put in the hard work.
right. And then like, have you? I mean, like, where could people find your clothing?
I have a website. It's smoothlife.bigcartel.com. They can order on there. Also, I have my, my Instagram and social media stuff, Facebook. All that stuff is Instagram is Smooth Life Co. And it's all together, no underscores or nothing. Facebook, it's Smooth Life Co. separate. And you can hit us up on there and send us an email or anything like that, and we can go from there. But the website is up.
So let me.
Most people.
I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. What?
I was gonna say. Let me ask you this question. So let's say, where do you see Smooth Life in, 5 years?
Oh, in 5 years, I'm gonna be. Everybody's gonna know about me. Yeah, I see it going pretty big. This is my first year doing it, and as of right now, I have a couple, named people wearing my stuff, and I didn't really think it was going to happen as fast as it has. But like I said, earlier, when you put in hard work, anything can pretty much happen. It just takes a little time,
Right.
So, in 5 years, I hope to see myself in some stores and where people can go and buy it at Macy's and Zoomies and stuff like that, other local retail stores.
Right. Now, what's one of the hardest challenges you've had so far by doing this? What's one of the toughest things you've come across, and what is your toughest thing you've come across?
Probably starting it. To start the line, it's not easy, and you meet a lot of people that you feel like you can trust, but there's so many people out there just to get your money, and they just want to make their profit in their life, So I've met a lot of people where when I was trying to start, they were overcharging me for a lot of things and I had no idea because, I'm new to it. It's just, I didn't know the prices of anything. So the hardest thing was to start it because I had to spend a lot of money to, get going. And once I found the right people, I kind of stuck with them. And It's just also the time. That's another hard thing, to go out to the streets and, be on social media, advertising all the time. And it's kind of cool. And it's you want people to like your stuff, but not everybody's going to like it. But you want everybody to, but that's pretty much the hardest thing.
Right. And then also too, what is it that, are you sewing the materials? What are you doing to how are you making your stuff?
Making it?
Yeah.
I go and buy supplies, and then what I do is I screen print the shirts. I have a guy that does that for me. I have beanies and hats that I'm coming out with, in the next, few weeks. But for the most part, all my shirts and stuff like that are all screen printed. The beanies and stuff are going to be embroidered, so and the hats are going to be embroidered, of course. So that's pretty much how I do that, the process with that stuff.
Okay, now are you going to be extending it to shoes, to feetwear, to suits or ties or anything else like that, or are you just kind of doing shirts and hats?
Originally, I wanted to get into more of an American Apparel type of clothing, but it's a lot more expensive to start. So I went to streetwear to start off first. But right now, I'm doing a lot of shirts and stuff because I'm just starting out. But eventually, I want to get to socks and pants and stuff like that. I don't really know too much if I want to get into shoes right now. Maybe in the future, but right now I'm just more focused on getting my name out there and getting everybody to understand what the name means.
Right. So do you have you have any upcoming events to show off your line or anything like that, like a fashion show or anything coming up?
Not right now, but I'm actually today. I'm going to there's a club in LA called Velasco's. I'm gonna be up there with AV, Compton AV, Ayo Miko, and the whole KR crew.
Okay.
And he's throwing his It's a signing party he's throwing. It's gonna be really big, so everybody should come out and check it out. And I'll be up there, so if you guys are interested in getting some gear or something like that, I'll be there. You guys can just come up and talk to me.
Okay, so, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, do you have you want to let the people know how to reach you, website, Twitter, Facebook, everything.
Yeah. The website again is smoothlife.bigcartel.com. My Instagram is smoothlifeco all together. The Facebook is Smooth Life Co separated, so you spell smooth and then space life and then space co. So, and then you guys, if you guys have any questions, like to email me, you guys can email me at smoothlife@yahoo.com. So, yeah, that's pretty much all my stuff.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, it's been definitely a pleasure having you on, telling us about Smooth Life Clothing. I definitely be looking forward to that in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. You got any shout outs you want to give out or whatever?
Give a shout out to AV and his boys, Miko and all them, Matt Gaze, Remo. They're all rocking Smooth Life gear, and they've been, supporting me since I've been out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And a shout out to everybody who's, rocking my stuff. So I really appreciate it.
That's what's
That's
up.
like a big thing to me.
That's what's up, man. Man, thank you. It's been definitely a pleasure with you live here on the radio, man. Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like, I really appreciate it, for real.
No problem, Chief. All right, y'all. We just got done chilling with your boy Dre, DEE Williams, right here live. Smooth Line Clothing. Yo, it's going down, man. Yo, make sure y'all go cop that, man. Right here, right now. We about to get to this mix right now. But once again, I got to say shout out to you, Dre, boy. I see you.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Let's go.
I see them other niggas hurt you. Look, girl, I understand that. You been searching for a good thing. Damn, baby, where your man at? I hear you loving on them girls too. Damn, baby, I can't stand that. Give your time to them other niggas. But damn, baby, where my chance at? Distant lovers living low and undercover. She said she was my last, so I didn't use a rubber. But that was in my past, now you here and now my shit is straight. Let's talk about our future, I'll be there at 8. Been waiting so long, but them legs lock. If you edge me on, then I'm sorry, boo, I can't stop loving you until I motherfucking dead drop.
So let's make the bed right. You don't